right, everybody, welcome back to Dokkan Who. These are getting really fun. Ignore that sigh, everybody. That's it. That's just an exasperated sigh. I'm tired and cold, but Dokkan Who's are always fun. I like having people on here, and because I always meet very unique people in very interesting places. Like one of them I met in a Walmart parking lot. One of them I met in a Hot Topic, and this guy. For people out there who don't know, I'm in Oklahoma. And it is about probably 16 degrees at most outside with ice everywhere. I take a step outside, I risk death because of how slick it is. And so I'm managed to get on my snowshoes and walk outside, and I go to our pond. And in the middle of my pond, I see a random dude just sitting there with a hole in the middle of it. And I was like, is this dude ice fishing? So I walk over there and I look at him. I was like, dude, are you ice fishing? Yeah, I am ice fishing. We don't have any fish in there. Well, that makes a lot of sense. That's why nothing's bit. So then I asked him, are you a Dragon Ball fan? Because that's always how I greet people is the first thing I always ask, are you a Dragon Ball fan? And he was like, yes. I don't know why you're asking me this. No, so I responded, how about instead of me calling the cops for you trespassing, I get you on my show. And so with me today is my new friend Thomas. Thomas, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Why were you ice fishing?
It's fun, man. It's a blast.
I have never done it. I cannot stand this kind of cold. I would rather sit inside with like 4 comforters around me on a 100-degree day than be warm on a cold day.
Man. Being out in the cold, it's the best. It's the best. I love it.
I'm not gonna judge you. People are allowed their own things, so no judgment here. Not a slight judgment, but not a lot, because I understand people like what they like. So, Thomas here is a Dokkan player, right?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, so we'll get this kicked off. What got you into Dokkan?
What basically got me into Dokkan, I had a friend that played it way before I did, and he kept talking about it, and talking about it. So when I finally got my first iPhone, this was like when I got my first job, I downloaded it and I've been playing it ever since.
How long ago was that? Do you remember?
Like 4 or 5 years ago. That's how long I've been playing.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. And your story is very similar to one of the guys in our podcast. His name is Will. I didn't get him to start playing the game until like a little bit after year 1. I say a little bit. It was when Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks came out. Was whenever I finally got him to join.
I remember that.
After many weeks of just nagging him, bro, you like Dragon Ball, right? Yeah, get it. And it's always those cartoons and montage of me just poking him and the vein slowly popping out. Do you enjoy the game?
I love the game. I play it every day.
Same. Do you know life it, or do you have a life outside it?
I do have a life outside of it. At one point I did know life it to the point where I was spending a little too much money, but
I hear that.
I've calmed down.
I hear that. I'm a college kid, and a lot of my money either goes to college or Dokkan. I'm not happy, but you know what? It's okay. I'm rainbowing units. That's all that matters. Who needs food? I have rice. Who needs food?
Nah, just get some ramen. You'll be fine.
Fun fact, I'm actually about to go order like 180 packs of ramen off Amazon because they're $6 each.
Oh my lord. That's good. That's awesome.
I helped my mom out, and she said she'd buy me $30 worth of stuff off Amazon. And so I was like, I'm going to think of this practical. I could buy something stupid, or I could buy something useful. So I sit in my room, like maybe 4 days ago before all this cold hit, and I'm just like scrolling through Amazon. What is something useful? I get hungry. I haven't had ramen in a while. Ramen! And so I start looking on there, and there's like all sorts of different ramen things. You can get like 15 random ramens for $30. I was like, that's cool, but that is inefficient. So I scroll down until I find like the $6 boxes with 30 of them. I'm like, yes, this is what I gotta do.
Give it to me now. You're starting your own ramen shop right there.
I'm gonna be able to eat all summer with no problems. It's probably gonna kill me, but you know what? That's okay. Who needs to live?
Overrated. I feel that.
All right, so since you've been playing, well, I'll assume probably since maybe year one-ish, halfway through year one, or a little bit after year one is where I'm assuming.
Yeah, I started back when the OG STR Gogeta basically came out.
Yeah, that's
That's
year
when I
one.
started.
That's exactly year one. Okay. So, out of all your time that you've been playing this game, do you have a favorite unit in this game?
The the OG STR Gogeta, that he carried me through so much. I love that guy. I know he got easy aid, he's not good anymore, he got overshadowed, but hey, I still love him.
Oh, he's still honestly not the worst. Like, I think mine is like almost link level 10. And he's typically sitting like a 2.7 ish on a fusion team, linked up with the AGL
Uh,
counterpart.
yeah, did a I did a video on him. Uh, I do TikTok. I did a video on his level 10 links. I think he sat around like 2.7, 2.9. If you can get all 5 rainbow orbs, you could probably hit top 3. You just hit 3.
Yeah, he was good for his time, but man,
Mm.
he fell off.
He carried me through so much. The combo of him and physical Super Saiyan Go tanks, that was the combo that got me through.
Oh, that's amazing. You gotta love those wishy-washy, random, half-ass teams that are out there.
Oh. I had a team that was so half-assed, it like you would like it was Gogeta leader, physical Go tanks. I had in Android 13, Majin Vegeta, Tech Majin Vegeta. That was my first SSR. And I think I just had a random SR at the time. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, so let's just throw a bunch of good units together and hope for the best.
At least you had the rainbow lead, so that made it bearable. Like I lost my account, my original account right before Tech Beerus was released, and the
Mm.
team I was running was you look for I'd say for the time because I didn't have any Dokkan Fests because it's so hard to pull them at the time. I'd say it was
Right.
okay. It had STR God Goku lead, the AGL, the OG AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Tech Maj Vegeta after his awakening. I had a who else did I have? I can't even remember. That was just not a very good team. If I look at it now, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is horrifying.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, the new since this version Z update, a lot of the new players they have it easy now, way easier.
Oh my gosh. Like, have you
They
did
just gotta get that LR physical Goku, boom, you're done. You got a decent leader to start out until
God,
you get some units.
I know. I started my JP account like maybe like 2 days before the Super Saiyan God and the God Bros and GT Duo dropped.
Right.
So I could have that Goku out when the time came. And I was able to take on almost hard Dokkan. Like I beat the Super Broly event with with double that Goku lead. It was hard, but I was able to beat it.
See, that just tells you what they're doing.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if I got supered,
And
I was dead, but
right, and I always tell every new player when they come in, like, farm up the Ginyu Force and the Team Bardock. I mean, they're not great teams, but they'll work. They'll do what they can.
oh yeah, I mean, honestly, if you can get the Team Bardock Easy Aid, the Ginyu Force Easy Aid, you're set. Like all you need is
Yeah.
a Team Bardock, and you're good, and you can get them Easy Aid, and that's a top. That's isn't that like the best free to play team, or is that right behind Reps
Uh,
7? I think
uh,
it's one of those
I
two.
I wanna say Rep 7 might be on top. Ginyu Force is really good, but the problem with the Ginyu Force well, actually, both teams, if you wanna be technical, they have to be in that team to be cohesive
Yeah,
with each other. Which, I mean, yet some of the Rep 7, you can take them outside of their team, but they won't be as good or they won't get all their passive.
yeah. I don't know. I don't really mess around with free to play stuff that often. Like I really don't do the easy areas unless I feel like it or I know I'll need them for something.
Yeah, currently right now, as of today, what I played, I've been doing the fusions.
Mm, I need to
The
do that.
I got them all done. I'm just awakening the rest of them, and it's going through my Zenny. I'm going
I
through my Zenny.
Yeah, I can understand that. At least it gives you like what, like 6 of the diamond Hercule statues with each one easy
Yeah.
aid. So, but whenever I will ask the next question in a second, I promise.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Back whenever the Heroes EZAs came out, one of the guys on the Discord, Danger, I don't know if you know Danger Extreme on TikTok or not, but he and I went into a little game to see how far we could go into the fusion, the Heroes EZA.
Right.
I think I tapped out at like 240 before it left. I have
To
level 240 of the EZA.
oh, I know what we're talking about. Yeah, my
I
brain shorted out there.
I haven't gone below like 800 or whatever, what 800 billion Zenny or 8 billion, whatever it is. I haven't gone below
Right.
that since that EZA.
Oh man, I uh, I think my highest EZA is the AGL Broly, where you use movie heroes,
Yeah.
and AGL Gogeta gets like destroyed if he doesn't dodge. Like he'll
Uh,
take like 60K per hit, and mine's rainbowed. Like
oh yeah.
he gets clobbered.
I found it's I decided to say boo it, and I just took the GoBros leads. They work really well.
I used those once. I remember when they first came out. I loved them. I was surprised when I first got them too.
Oh yeah, they were. A lot of people griped about the way they were because they had lack of key, but then they built up key, and then it was like, oh, they're so good. After the ones, they're like,
It's like
oh, they're so bad.
a lot of the issues with the Go Bros at that time was just their first. If you got them first turn, yeah, they're gonna look terrible because you're not gonna get their 18 key unless you get the orbs.
Yeah.
But when you build them up, it's like, well, they're fine. Plus, their best friend is a support unit, a
Hmm.
movie hero support unit. So it's like, if you got those two together, you're fine. There's nothing to worry about.
Oh no, there's not. It's just a lot of people. A lot of people sit out there and listen, and they'll hear one person like this. Like they'll hear, we'll take Nano. Nano is a big voice in the Dokkan community. Nano doesn't do this. He's fair on his stuff. But if Nano says this unit is bad, a lot of people will flock and to Nano's side saying this unit is bad until Nano says the unit is good. That's just what happened
Yeah,
with the GoBros.
yeah. I remember when the GoPros came out. I remember I watched Nano. I watched Truth. I watched D Free when D Free was actually still doing it. I think I remember watching D Free's video, and that's where I got his opinion because he basically said first turn they're not going to be spectacular, but then after that they'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Which to this day I still hold that true. And plus they still got an easy A, and when they easy A, they'll probably get start a turn key
Oh
at
god.
best.
Oh god. I haven't even thought about them getting an EZA. Oh god.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that actually leads into the next question. Out of all the EZAs in this game, what EZA, no, let's say what 3 units after they got EZA'd were you most disappointed with?
Oh, AGL Super Vegito.
Fair.
That one they could have done more for him.
They could have.
Um oh, this one is I want to say physical full power Frieza.
Okay.
That's and a third one. You could technically say the Tech Go tanks. Technically, like all the old leaders, in my opinion. I mean, Tech Go tanks wasn't bad. I I think it's probably because I expected him to be at least the physical Go tanks level when physical Go tanks was,
Yeah.
you know, the top dog. But a lot of it, if I'm not wrong, I think for Tech Tanks, you gotta get his 11 key to get his defense, or you just got a super to get his defense. I can't remember off the top of my head.
He's got to get 11 key to get his
I think it's like
defense.
70%, yeah, like
Yeah.
70% defense. Physical full power Frieza, Well, full powers and freezes, unless recently the AGL one's the better one out of all three of them that are there. The physical, I know he's like, if you put him in the first spot, he gets like 30% defense, and then he gets like a lot of attack on his super.
Yeah, he's nutty. He's really nutty.
Yeah, and when I say AGL Super Vegito, I mean a lot of people didn't like it. Even I thought they could have done way more for
Oh,
him.
absolutely. I'm a big Vegito fan. Like, whenever they have that thing of most used units, I guarantee you AGL Super Vegito is probably going to be one of my top 5 used units. Without a
I
doubt.
guarantee. Well, one of my top 5 units is probably gonna be LR STR Gogeta from
Year 5?
I think year 5, yeah.
Fair. That's a good one. But yeah, like, we talked on it once of how we would redo his EZA, and I thought this was, like, give him natural 40% attack and defense, then give him an additional 40% attack and defense after hit, and give him always the scouter effect. And
Yeah,
and then I think
I don't.
what else? If you fall below 40%, then his attacks become crit for that turn.
We talking for AGL
Yes.
Super Vegito? Yeah, he gets like, he gets like 40% when he gets hit, which I'm like,
it's pathetic.
like,
That's pathetic.
I mean, he basically, you want to put him in that first spot to get hit to get his attack, and he counters, which that's where a lot of his damage comes from. It's like, if he gets supered, you're screwed. That's it. Game over.
Yeah.
He's got no defense.
I want to defend him, but he really can't, honestly.
Yeah, and it's like, you wish the 80% damage received wasn't just on normal attacks. Because, like, that 80% damage reduction on normal attacks, imagine if that was for supers.
Oh,
He
yeah.
would actually be amazing. Which brings me to another unit, which is very underrated, is the STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, who has that 10-turn damage reduction. And it's like, just throw him in front of everything. He'll take it.
How often do you look through our Discord? You can be honest if you don't look at it at all.
For the most times I go through, I see everything you guys say. Like, I see when the recent anniversary for JP came out, a lot of you guys pulled units. Sometimes I see legend stuff. I don't
Okay.
always answer. I kind of lurk.
That's okay. That's okay. A lot of people do that. Just as long as you see it. But a while back, maybe about, we'll say 4 or 5 months ago, I decided to test something out because of how good STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta was.
Right.
And so, and also, I don't know if you know this, but I do a lot of those stupid hard runs that shouldn't be done. Like, I beat the Vegeta event with the Dragon Ball Saga team about a month ago. And I hated every minute of it. So I decided, like, I randomly got curious. Like, man, I wonder if I could do this. I went and was slowly dropping the percentage leads on all the God leads, on the God event. Until I was like, huh, who's the 90%? I do double Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I'm going to try something. So I hopped into the Seadra event with dual Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta leads, and I'd say stacked a decent STR team. And after about a month and a half of trying, I beat him with double Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta leads.
Man, that's Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I tell you.
Yeah. He's...
If his thing wasn't just 10 turns, he would be godly.
Oh, without a doubt. But at least they kept it kind of they kept him kind of fair because of how he was. It was just, I don't like it, me personally. I wish it had at least some sort of other damage reduction. Let's say after those 10 turns he gets, say, 50%.
Right, yeah. But they built him around his stunning ability, which, well, in my case, in any SBR I've ran him, that is hit or miss. Ooh. Ooh, the amount of times I wanted him to stun and I've died.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because, like, the way they built him is if they're stunned, he gets 120% attack. It's like, but most events nowadays, you can't stun, so it's kind of worthless.
Oh yeah, it really is. I wish, though, I wish they'd at least bring something like that back, but have the enemy do something if they were stunned.
Yeah, and I know they've been doing recent mechanics. Well, nullifying super attacks that I've seen. Cause I got asked, what's the next Dokkan Fest, and I'm just like, I want to say the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the Kid Buu is coming next, if I'm not wrong.
I think it's
Maybe the A,
I think
or it
it's
could be AGL
Trunks. I,
Trunks.
I I think it's gonna. I think people out there. I think the Trunks. I don't know.
Either or, it don't matter. I'll take either or.
All right, so I asked about
I don't.
EJ's next one. Okay, so since you've been playing for a while and have been playing well since before mechanics really were added to it, where it was originally a bubble clicker to now active skills, exchange, revives, stuff and stuff like
Right.
that. What would you say has been your two favorite additions that Dokkan has done in its mechanics?
Uh, depending on, I do like active skills, but depending on the one, because I remember the Super Saiyan 4s when they came out, that was like a free super attack.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like about it now, about active skills, is if they do a one with transformation, it's like, okay, I like this. It's awesome. I'd have to say the revive mechanic is also another one for me because it's just like if you just get unfair, like say you get supered, it's like, oh well, I could have won. Well, now you get revived, and now you have your second chance.
Yeah, I
I'd have to say
okay.
they don't do it. I know the recent one for global was the AGO Future Gohan and Trunks
Mm-hmm.
because I got them. I mean, yeah, Gohan has his revive mechanic, but I mean, how often will you get that Gohan out in like? Because the way I look at units, I don't look at them as in. I see him as because 90% of the time you're going to use them in a Dokkan event, not in an SBR.
Right.
Because once you beat the SBR, like 9 times out of 10, you're not going to go back to it unless you want to do it for fun. That's how I evaluate units. You're going to use them in a Dokkan Fest 90% of the time, and you're never going to see half of the things.
Oh, exactly. There's that's why I talk to people. I like take the like we'll use the year 5 fusion since you said you like the STR Gogeta.
Love that, man.
STR
Gogeta's my favorite.
oh he's my favorite fusion. But he's a very in this nowadays meta, he's a very bad built card, and I will wholeheartedly sit on my chair and say that.
I can agree with that. You could technically say for both of them since they both have to technically build up.
That's the whole
Yes,
thing. Is such a
and
shame.
I remember on your Discord channel, I remember running into when we were talking about Int Goku Black.
Ugh.
Ooh, 40% attack at the start of turn builds up to 120, and it's like you got it 6 turns above 80% to transform into Rose. I'm like, by the time you get that, the enemy's dead, so don't even bother.
Right. Like I
That
hate him. Like I don't think you understand how much I hate that intelligence Goku Black. Like you do not
I
understand.
man, I love Goku Black because he's like my favorite villain, but every card they make of him, they've literally shot.
Yeah.
Even the LR in Goku Black isn't, or Int Rose isn't spectacular. It probably because you could. Well, he's not. It's not that he's bad that he can't do damage or do anything else.
No
It's his
defense.
key. That too. No defense. Well, defense on super, but
Yeah.
it's like, what's the point? you if he doesn't have, say your first, you have him at I have him at like 69%. I'm like, in a hard event, one super attack, you might be okay. You'd be better off getting two just to survive.
Right.
And if I'm not, he has that LR Goku Black has that weird mechanic where killing an enemy gives him key and I think more attack.
Uh Possibly I can look it up. I do know the STR one does that. The free to play one.
Actually, I have him right here. Yeah, so he gets 2 key with each final blow up to 6.
Int one does?
Yeah, the int
Okay.
LR.
I don't really ever use him, so he's not one that I know have his kit down yet. I do know he
Um,
gets that weird attack buff per orb.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's weird. Every Goku Black they've ever made, Rose or base form, has been kind of a
Bad.
miss. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you wanna count the physical one who's good for support, but that's about it, and, like, lowering attack. But
Yeah.
that's about all I can say.
That's fair. Like I don't like the Goku Black. I don't like Goku Black as a villain. I'm one of the very few who doesn't. And I don't like his cards, and maybe that does translate from one end to the other. Like since I don't like this aspect, I don't like that other aspect. That's not the case,
That's
people.
fair.
I have reasons for not liking Goku Black, but this is Dokkan, not Dragon Ball. Two totally separate things.
Oh, yeah. Uh, I don't mi I love him as a villain. I think it's cool. I mean, it's a cliche villain. It's like, "Oh, you stole the main character's body, and you got his powers somehow. Okay, whatever."
And I don't hark on it. Like I don't know. I made a I had fun the other day on TikTok where I went up and I said I believe GT is better than Super, and next thing you know, the comments are a lot of it were flooded with Super versus all that and like all these villains.
I'm like, I seen that video, actually. I I love GT, but GT had a couple of its own issues, in my opinion.
Oh,
But then
without a doubt.
again, I love GT. I love the look of Super Saiyan 4 over Blue. I always have. But just the fact that Super Saiyan 4, it looks like it's from the Saiyan root. Like you're going monkey, and it's red, so it looks cool.
Oh yeah, it's
And then like you got Super Saiyan Blue, and I'm just like, eh.
my thoughts. We actually last night were actually talking about it how we would have made Blue better with the. I would have stuck with how it originally was, a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and had one of two variations where it's Super Saiyan God hair color with a yellow Super Saiyan aura, or yellow Super Saiyan hair with the God aura. That way, it does kind of show the combination of both of them. Let's take the if it's Super Saiyan with the God aura, he has the red eyes, or if it's Super Saiyan God with the Super Saiyan, he has the green eyes.
That sounds interesting.
That makes it sound better than what happened. I dyed my hair blue.
Oh, and it's just the Super Saiyan form, just blue.
Pretty much. And that's a big reason I don't like Super is it's very lazy. But you know what? We're getting off topic. Maybe I'll have you on here one day and we can just sit here and rant about Super. 'Cause
Oh, that would be fine.
I don't like Super. But anyway, so next one is the I am a big fan of these units, the Dragon Ball Hero units. Like I'm a very big fan of them. I try and rainbow out the main ones every year. And always fall short by like one unit, which aggravates me. But out of the hero units, that do you watch Heroes or know of Heroes?
Uh, I've watched a little bit, not too much.
Okay. Well,
It I think there I should say I watched the Super Saiyan 3 Rose versus Gogeta when
fair,
that, like, first came out,
fair.
and then I I tried to keep up with Heroes, but then life took over, so I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and literally watch it.
Oh, I understand. I understand. Life takes precedence over these cartoon characters.
Right.
But
I wish it did.
my question was going to be out of all the Heroes stuff that you, if what you know, what would you want to see for Heroes 2022? If you have an idea, like easy A's, free to play, stuff like that.
Easy A's, Imma say, basically, like they did this time around, give people a chance to get the older, like, units, like, the ones that came before all the newer ones. So, like, the Tech, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and, like, the Super PyCon. Like, give people a chance to actually get all those instead of throwing it on a banner where it's the featured units are the new ones, but then it's like oh, well, I only have this percent chance to get, like, an old one, or I have to get lucky on a summon animation to get what I really want. Which, with this last one that came around so, I mean, to be off topic there, but to be fair, more new units, I like the new units. I just wish they weren't conducive to the crossover or Dragon Ball Hero category. Like, I wish that you could use them more in other categories and they would actually get their full power.
Okay. There's not a lot that can't. Like Trunks is the biggest one for it, who literally cannot work on any other team. Hybrid Saiyans is the only somewhat team he can work on.
Yeah, I remember you asked me to do a video on God Trunks for level 10 links.
Yeah.
Well, I got him, but I tried to make the team for him, like, more, um, like his team, but then I'd have to cut corners with certain units to get all his links active.
Yeah.
I mean, it God Trunks, I love God Trunks. It's just when they make them conducive to just that team, which it's not a bad team. There's a
Oh,
lot of great units on Dragon Ball Heroes. Like, a lot of the Dragon Ball Heroes units, I love them. Great for support, great for just standalone units, like the Vegeta and Goku that support Goku family or Vegeta family.
yeah, they're really
St
busted.
Standalone, great units. They don't even have to be used on those specific teams. You could use them by themselves on any random team, and they'll be fine. I it's just like an easy A that I want that's from Crossover, which they've missed multiple times, or they're doing something different. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Give that man some love.
Fair. I think
He
it was you on one of the TikToks. You would say you did a. I think it was you that did like showed him off, and then was saying
Yeah.
this man needs an easy A, and I'm sitting there, yes.
That I remember I got a comment on that video. It's like, wow, his defense, no wonder he needs an easy M. Like, what are you talking about? That's god tier defense. It's only like 30K defense.
And it just
That
goes up to 60. So bad. It's so bad. I love that
oh
Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. He's just so bad.
yeah, and it's like he's on the crossover category, and everyone's gonna be like, oh. I'll be like, yeah.
I'll go take that free to play unit. She performs better.
Oh yeah, I forget there is the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Bardock free to play with that summonable well actually not free to play if you think about it. It's a AGL Super Saiyan
Yeah.
Bardock you can summon that SR.
I don't. I've never actually. I think I have him, but I've never used him.
Yeah, same. I have them. I just don't use them because I'm just like, when am I ever gonna use them?
Exactly. Like, what's the point? I mean, I'm sure there's going to come a day whenever they release a theoretical another Super Saiyan 3 Bardock that's Super Saiyan into Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. That
It'd be cool if they did it like Xenoverse, where he goes Super Saiyan, then 2, then 3.
that's right. He does do that. I forget about that.
Yeah, Xenoverse 2, he goes 1, 2, then 3, and then it's just like Xenoverse 2, I should be specific. I mean, if I say Xenoverse, and then people are gonna assume the first one, but hmm.
I think I remember seeing that, and I was like, "This is so cool." Then I saw a comment. Imagine if he did one punch and went Super Saiyan 4, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be so cool."
Well, we have our Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. I think all the Super Saiyan 4 units, the Gohan and the Bardock, they just need awakened.
Oh yeah, we
I
have
would
like
love to see them.
I love those units. I made a big mistake though. At link
Oh,
level
no.
10, they're link level 10 right now.
Actually, that's not a bad I've
I
been putting them off only because I got them at 55 or 69% each, so
I forgot. I didn't realize. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to heroes on that first one. And I was like, I'm gonna awaken them. And I didn't pay attention until this year, whenever they awoken units from last year. And I was like, oh no, they awaken units. These guys are link level 10. I'm gonna have to get Fierce Battle all the way up to the link level 10.
it's fun link leveling. Currently, uh, well, that's like the preface of my TikTok, link level 10s. The reason I do it the way that I do it is I notice when certain like Truth does the level 10 links. When he does it, he doesn't show like all their links active. He just shows a couple links active with like a support unit, and that's that, which is fine. But I like to show like what would this unit look like without support, or maybe some support, depending if like their best friend is a support unit. So you kind of have to take the hit there. Uh, Basically, the preface behind my videos is what would they look like without support, but with level 10 links, all their links active.
I've stolen some of your idea, like made my own TikToks with your ideas. So I do apologize if you see them. I stole your idea.
Oh no, dude. No, you're fine. It's I I I have people ask me, should I do that? I'm like, yeah, go for it. I'd like to see it. I don't mind. Like it's not what I do, someone else can do too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm all right with seeing it.
Yes. That means whenever my TikTok blows up more than yours, I can claim the idea was mine.
Hey, go for it, brother. That's what you want to do. I just say, listen, the best part about what I do TikTok, I'm doing it for fun.
Same.
Like I ain't I mean, there's no monetary value out of it. I'm doing it for fun.
I like
Like that.
I like making people mad. It's quite fun.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Int Goku Black's gonna be one of the ones I'm gonna love doing.
We have one of the guys in the Discord, Dokkan Ghost, who
Yep.
has him like I believe 90%, if not 90%, 100%, one of the two, and took him into the God event with type advantage. He was taking 90k turn 1 with type advantage and took like almost 500 turn 1 after double supering.
Oh, man, that in Goku Black, he brings a tear to the eye.
Oh my god, I'm never gonna like him. I don't care what they do, I'm never gonna like him. Like Garlic Jr. Garlic Jr. is a good card. I hate Garlic Jr., so I do not. I have his card. I am not going to ever awaken him though. I do not care.
Oh, I know the Int Garlic Jr. I have him awaken.
Ugh.
I mean, the problem with Garlic Jr. is he's mostly in the Dragon Ball series, not much the what they did for him was that little filler, I think in between the Android and Cell saga, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong. Where it was Gohan, Piccolo, and
Yeah.
Krillin versus Garlic Jr., and I'm just like, I mean, I watched it at the time when I was younger. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know who this guy is, but sure.
What you
I
look like a shriveled Namekian. That's pretty much what he is.
Yeah.
A shriveled Namekian.
like, but I like how they built his card like support unit for villains, but it's like, like versus like Int Metal Cooler.
Here's the. It's not even that. He's a good unit. I will admit that he's a good unit. It's just that it's Garlic Jr. that I'm not going to use him because I've been playing this game. We'll say since month 2. Someone actually said that that could be wrong, but you can't go back that far to find out. I started this game like right before the Intelligent Super Saiyan Gohan, the original one, like the OG one came out.
Oh yeah, the Troll Han.
Yeah, and I could have
everyone tried to get LR.
And I think I do remember summoning on the Super Saiyan 2 AGO Goku banner. I don't know which one came first, the Gohan or the Goku, but that's where my time started. And after the first Dokkan Fest, no joke, after Broly was dropped, I found the Facebook group that I've been in, a very good Facebook group. Not the stupid Facebook group you'll hear about as time goes on. But,
ooh.
And people already were talking about Garlic Jr. as a Dokkan Fest after Broly.
Was this the STR Broly that dropped at the time? Or?
Yes, the original Dokkan Fest STR Broly, the first Dokkan Fest. After he was dropped, people are like, "Oh, we're gonna get a Dokkan Fest Garlic Jr. We have to."
Oh, wow, were they wrong?
And then afterwards, it just kept getting more and more because here comes the next one. Where's our Garlic Jr.? Here comes our next one. Yeah, maybe we'll get him for year 1 anniversary. Year 1 anniversary? Well, maybe we'll get him as our next one. And it's literally just every time, like, where's our Garlic Jr.? Where is he? For years. And
you see, that's the weird, because I think they're in a weird spot with Garlic Jr. because it's the Dead Zone movie they would have to go to.
Right.
In order to get Garlic Jr.
Like,
but then they would have to decide, do they want his short form and then he transforms into his buff form? And then like he does like an active skill dead zone where he, I don't know, does the Devil Man instantly kills the enemy. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be broken. I don't like Devilman because of those people. I'm
I
tired of.
remember Devilman. Devilman was a
Huh.
an old tactic back in the day where people would just constantly close the app just to get his 1% chance to proc that one hit kill.
I remember whenever Easy A's came out, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku with the first Easy A, I remember seeing
Yeah.
videos of people taking Devilman in there hundreds upon hundreds of times and beating him with that. That's why, for people out there who don't know, after that Easy A, that's where they put in the damage cap thing of what each type
Yeah.
rarity can do. Because that right there.
I remember that Super Saiyan 3 Goku EZA because at the time, I think on Global, that's when they did the Dual Dokkan Fest of the transforming Goku and Frieza, and I got Frieza. And I was trying so hard for Goku, but never got him.
It was
But
the, was it that? Was that the,
I
I remember
don't know
that.
if it.
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Oh no, you're fine. If I don't know if it happened during that Dokkan Fest or if it was before the Dokkan Fest and it was that his EZA was coming to an end. But I know I vividly remember on Global that Dual Dokkan Fest dropped. I remember getting Frieza because Frieza helped me with that EZA.
Bio Broly. The free-to-play Bio
Oh,
Broly was a top-tier unit for that team.
oh, Bio Broly. Everybody, can't wait for everyone says, "Hey, when's our Dokkan Fest Bio Broly?" I'm like, never, because that movie was horrible.
There are actually quite a few people, me included, who would want a Dokkanfest Bio Broly. Like, I would actually... Bio Broly's a travesty of a movie. I'm not going to deny it. I will not deny it. It's quite possibly the worst Dragon Ball movie aside for Dragon Ball Evolution. But...
Oh, we won't talk about Dragon Ball Evolution.
I want a Bio Broly Dokkanfest because it could be fun. It could be unique with how they could do it. Give him like damage reduction, something like that. Have him like there's so many routes they could take with him. If you follow like an EZA, his free to play card, because the free to play card sucks.
Yes.
Like, do you know what his kit does right offhand?
Either it's I know what two I have no, I don't know. I know it's that weird one enemy he gets this, the two enemies he gets this. Hang on, I got him.
Oh, I was gonna.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yes. Like 100% defense and minus 50% attack when fighting an enemy. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
You get the defense fighting one enemy, but more attack fighting two enemies. Sure, that works.
He needed. I wish I gave him an EZA whenever they gave the other ones an EZA, but maybe they're saving it for the Bio Broly EZA. Who knows? Or Bio Broly Dokkanfest. I think we'll get one. It'll be a little while, but I think we could theoretically get one.
That's a possibility, considering they did the Goten and Trunks, the physical one. Which is from that movie. And then they had the Android 18, which they EZA'd. Then the Tech Krillin, who's a support unit.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember when all those units going down, you would think a Bio Broly was coming, but they completely did a 180 on everyone. Complete 180.
It's Bio Broly raises his hand like me, and they just gently push him back. No.
Yeah.
What is that? There's a movie I'm reminded of. Someone's like, "Oh, we're gonna come get you." No, it's One Piece. I'm thinking of. Whenever they go, it's the Shadow Island, the Brook arc. I can't remember the actual name of one of the zombies. Pops his head up. It's like, "Brah, I'm gonna kill you." Luffy walks over and just gently pushes his head down. Like, "No, you're not."
No. Oh man.
All right, so on to our next one is LRs. So there's a lot of LRs in this game. I think we actually counted. There's like 40 of them, 40 summonable, counting Dokkanfests, which is a lot. So out of all the Dokkanfest LRs, we're gonna disclude anniversary ones because I feel like everybody would be hyped for those.
This is true.
What Dokkanfest LR were you most hyped about whenever you heard about it? Like this this one, let's say if we got a Dokkan Fest LR Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 and Vegeta exchange unit.
Huh. Like this is any LR that just came out.
Any,
Like are we
we'll say any summonable.
discluding
Any summonable aside for anniversary LRs.
which one got me the most hype? That is I have to look at my LRs, but that's a tough one. I mean, I'm gonna exclude the 5-year anniversary LRs, my Gogeta, that's my favorite. But because that's anniversary unit. That's like that's meant to be hype.
Yeah, everyone.
That's why
Yeah. Like,
um
no disrespect, people out there, the anniversary units, but if you compare them, we'll take the anniversary LRs year 5 versus LR Go Bros. You're gonna be like, oh no, the Gogeta definitely because it's the anniversary. So we gotta exclude the anniversary units. It takes away the fun.
I have to say the one that got me the hype the most, and this one's gonna sound weird, Tech Super Saiyan Broly. Because that's when at the time they started doing really good animations.
Okay.
And his super attacks to this day still, to me, they look really good for as old as he is. But of course, I was the one guy that put in so many stones to get him and didn't get him. Typical me.
Oh god, I have so many stories like that. I've said this story many times, but I don't know if you've heard this. My LR AGL Gohan story.
Oh, that I know I didn't hear.
Okay, if you go continue listening through the podcast, you'll hear it more than once. But so you get to hear it from he firsthand, whatever hand. But AGL LR Gohan and Intelligence LR Cell came out. I got Cell within, let's say, 200 stones. I put over 1,000 stones, pay-to-play stones, into the Gohan banner. Did not get him. I logged on one day and got 3 stones to give me a single summon. So I'm sitting in a room, and I go get, oh hey, 5 stones. I'm not gonna get anything, but let's go summon. Like I go there and I swipe down, and the I think it was a Xeno at the time.
Right.
It popped down. And I'm sitting there just like, no, game, you're fucking with me. No, I spent so many stones. No, you're not gonna do this to me. And I summon him. And on free-to-play stones, it's so painful. You spend money and don't get them, and the game's like, here, we're gonna throw you a bone. Here's the login stuff, and then boom, go summon him.
Oh man,
I hate that summon to this day. I'm gonna tell my children about it. And they're like, Dad, we don't know what Dokkan is. You're gonna know.
Oh, you're gonna know. Oh man.
I hope Dokkan's around whenever I have kids. I'm gonna force them to play.
It's a possibility. I have a feeling the game's gonna last. Every survey that I've taken for them, I want 2 things to be changed. I will stand by this 100%. The World Tournament needs changed.
Definitely.
The LR Broly show, that's gotta stop. We all like they have to know that it's just the LR Broly show. There's no if and or buts.
True.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't use like physical LR Cell, AGL Majin Vegeta.
Krillin. I use LR Krillin.
Yeah, LR Krillin. You also got the AGL Nappa and Vegeta, which
help.
Man, that card when they brought him out, they did some damage. I mostly they probably just wanted it just for you to get the Vegeta out, but I'm like, really? By the time you get Vegeta out, you destroyed the event. What does it matter? But I've also said the friend system as well, that still has issues.
Yeah, it does.
I literally was doing the fusion thing today, and like it'll be the physical. I'm using the physical LR fusion lead, the 3rd year anniversary.
Yeah,
and it would give me like the time limit Gogeta leader. I'm just like, for the most part, for the most part they're the same, but I'm just like, can I just please get the fusion? I just want the fusion leader. I don't want time limit in case one of the units that I have on my team doesn't fit the build.
Like the Dragon Ball Fusions units. I found that out the other day that they're not on the time limit category.
No. Well, I think it's because since they're from a video game, if I'm not mistaken, and they have the armbands on, I think the armband is a permanent I don't know if it's a permanent fusion or if it's just like this special thing where any two characters can fuse together if they have the band on. I don't know. I never played the game.
Same. I haven't either.
So that's what I'm assuming because I have that armband on, and from that game, they kind of wanted to keep them out of it, which kind of hurts them more than it does anything else.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not wrong, one of the Caroli, he's only on 2 categories: fusion and crossover. That's it. Nothing else.
Really only on those two?
Yeah, that's literally it. Just fusion and crossover.
Huh.
That's it. That's his only 2 categories, and I'm just like, that's a shaft.
Yeah, that really is. At least he'll be in Beyond. He should be at least in Beyond Super Saiyan when the category comes out to global. He better be.
He might be. You know what's funny? When the LR Super Saiyan Goku and LR Full Power Frieza, I put 1,000 stones on each banner, 1,000 plus, I'd say. Didn't get either one of them. I took the shaft. I took the biggest L's on those banners.
Well, I took stupid Frieza. I spent about 1,200 stones. I couldn't get a single copy of him or the third form.
I got the third form, and I got my first summon on the Goku banner. I literally got Piccolo. Like my first my first 2 summons, I got 3 Piccolos.
He's not on the cat. Oh wow, he's really only on 2 categories. That's stupid.
Yeah. It's like he's hurt. A lot of those fusion characters, they are hurt.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's Dokkan's weird with the categories. I'm not gonna lie. It's like one of our biggest complaints, not ours. Like Will and Dale, one of the biggest complaints they have is the Pure Saiyans category with the fusion units.
Yep, that's not just them, it's everyone. Everyone's like, they're a fusion of 2 pureblood Saiyans. Just put them on. And if I'm not wrong, on Pure Saiyans, I think the Year 3 LRs are on Pure Saiyans, if I'm not wrong.
They are, and the reason for that is because they are Goku and Vegeta first, and Goku and Vegeta themselves are Pure Saiyans. The only thought that crossed my mind as to why it would be this is, it's very stupid, but if you think about it, it makes a little bit of sense. If you take a purebred husky, like 100% purebred, and then put it with another 100% dog, purebred dog, though they're both pure breeds, they don't make a pure breed. It's some weird semantic of the thing of it.
Yeah.
Like I know they're different dogs, and it's dogs, and these are different Saiyans, and yeah.
Right. I mean, I get it, but they might as well put it on. I mean, Pure Saiyans is like one of the best teams in the game.
They should at least be in hybrid Saiyans. That's a big complaint. They should have at least been in hybrid Saiyans because it's 2 fused Saiyans.
I think one of in LR God Goku, the fact that he leads hybrid Saiyans.
Yeah.
I get the shtick because of the how he got Super Saiyan God, but I still think it's not.
Oh,
no.
it's definitely dumb. It's not your typical team. If he was in hybrid Saiyans, by all means, but he's not.
Right. And like half the units in hybrid Saiyans are not good for him. Maybe the Gotenks units, Super Saiyan 3 that have over in a flash with them, or someone with shocking speed. Other than that,
God Trunks link with him.
Maybe with godly power, I think.
And doesn't he also have fierce battle, or is he a shattering the limit? I don't have God Goku.
In LR God Goku, he has shattering the limit, I believe. Yeah, he's got shattering the limit. And if I'm not, and God Trunks has fierce battle. That's another shaft for him. They gave him shattering the limit over anything else.
I mean, they'd at least doesn't he? I mean, he at least have a Super Saiyan and godly power. At least has those 2. Doesn't he have prepared for battle too?
That God Goku?
Yeah.
N no, his only
Oh,
major key link is over in a flash and shattering the limit. Those are his
man.
only key links.
Man, Dokkan, you suck.
Yeah. Like, they made him a leader for pure and hybrid. Well, for hybrid, that's just an awkward one, and it's just like his links are God Goku links,
Yeah, I'm still waiting for our
which
Dokkan Fest God Goku.
I think a lot of people now are waiting for I don't know your opinion on STR Blue Kaioken. He is mid to me
Oh,
because he
it,
I'm sorry.
it,
He can't hold his own
it's
in hard
very
events.
situational. Offensively, he's top tier. Defensively, he's not.
I think what gave him a lot of love is his Spirit Bomb. It's because it was able to one-shot the in Goku in the Legendary Goku event.
Yeah, it can still. I think it's for a little before the new LRs, he was still in like top like 5 hitting units because he could get like 45 million damage done in a turn.
Like, I I can see where a lot of people get that, but to me, he's still mid. Like, he doesn't I don't ever use him.
Well, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Like I'm on the fence with him too. Like if I only time I ever bring him on a team truly is for the Blue Bros, the Blue Bros.
Are we talking the physical one?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Well, that if I'm not wrong, they're best friends.
They
They share, like
every link
share
except
every
for
link
legendary power
except
and
Kamehameha, I believe.
yeah, they're well, that's the only reason I ever bring him on there is for them. And since we're getting close to the end, I'll ask our last thing. We go to our thing. What unit coming into 2022? Now that we're getting to the point where anything could become a unit anymore, like because Dokkan is slowly doing custom units, like God Goku and Vegeta,
Ooh.
they never did something like that. They have their custom free-to-play units. What is one unit you would want to see, whether it's a real or custom Dokkan Fest unit for 2022?
Ooh. You know what? I have to do this only because we have with the year 5 fusions, we got the blue. I wanna see them in red hair. I wanna see the red god form in those 2.
Mm,
That that would honestly they could be free to play, they could be just a throw off summonable unit for all I care. I just wanna see them in red.
that'd
I
be,
mean,
yeah. I feel like the Gogeta would rock the God form 10 times better than the Vegito. Vegito looks good in blue. Gogeta would be good in God.
see, that's the thing, and it's like, what I don't understand is, okay, so in the movie, Vegeta goes red, like, he has that god form, which in the anime, they skipped that for him, and he went right to blue.
Yeah,
And it's like, wait, so in the movie, technically, they could have went Super Saiyan God, or maybe they couldn't, I don't know, but they went Super Saiyan and then just went right to blue, which is also another thing I'd like to see. It's like transforming. Like, they go base form to Super Saiyan Blue or whatnot. Like, there's so much they can do, but they pick and choose what they wanna do.
yeah.
Like, the AGL Trunks, like, I know he's from the Frieza fight. He can go Super Saiyan, but, like, his base form is better than his Super Saiyan form, if you think about it.
Yeah.
In so it's like you have the Super Saiyan Trunks, but, like, his base form is better. What's the point? Like, I understand where they're getting at, but when you have most of your events that you can't stun, seal, or do any of that stuff, you invalidate the unit pretty much.
Oh, without a doubt. It takes away some of the aspects of the unit, which in my grading, it's why I grade units very weirdly. Like the year 5 and year 3s, I still put as like B rank units because of their, and LR Gohan too, because of the way they're built. It aggravates a lot
Uh,
of people, but
Yeah, the year 5, I just don't like how they have to build up. If I'm not wrong, it's like 11 attacks before they're finally fully built up,
That is exactly correct.
which I'm like, after 11 attacks, like,
What? There's very few events that you're gonna be able to get that in, which is why I don't like the way they're built.
and then even then, their top defense is like maybe 170K
I
or
think
maybe 150
I
at
think I
best.
saw the Gogeta once sitting at like a comfortable like 180-ish before Super.
Maybe it's just me then.
And his, granted, to be fair, this was Dokkan World, who has everything maxed out to the absolute max, because he had his Gogeta hitting 14 million attack stats.
Right.
Oh
I
man,
I just love when the year 5 came out, everyone argued, "Oh, Vegito's better." It's like, yeah, Vegito is better because he can get double supers
right?
all the time. Like, yeah, Gogeta, but what Gogeta has that Vegito doesn't is type advantage.
I've
Like,
the super effective, yeah.
yeah, he has a super effective against all types. It's like there's an argument about that. It's like, eh, if you put Gogeta against an AGL unit, he'll go through the AGL unit versus with Vegito going against an int unit. But I mean, you can make the argument with the int unit that gives Vegito more chance to build his defense.
Hmm.
So I mean, take it for what it is.
I mean, it's to each their own. People out there pick their preferences. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Don't tell me why you think I'm wrong, and I won't do the same to you.
No, it's like I understand why they build some of the units the way that they do. They've always built Gogeta super effective against all types. Like that's been his whole thing in the whole game. And Vegito, it's counters
Yeah.
and multiple super attacks. So like, I mean, I think I think my friend, because he was playing at the time, and then he asked me, "Does Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegito do counters?" I'm like, "No, it's because he does multiple super attacks." He's like, "Well, that's dumb." I'm like, "If
No.
that man," eh, I'm like, "If Tech Vegito Blue at the time when he was top tier with STR Rose, if he had counters on top of his build up passive plus raises attack and defense with the super, he'd be broken
Oh, true. Very true.
because he has an endless attack increase and defense increase. And the physical one, that easy aid, like he's still pretty good, but like his isn't infinite. That's just for the turn for him.
Could
So
you've imagined if they did make it infinite and it constantly gets 4 greatly raising super attacks per turn?
oh,
3
oh
turns,
man.
he'd be the best. If I get 3 turns, he'd be best unit. There would be no competition.
I'm curious what they're gonna do with Tech Vegito Blue, but I guarantee they're not gonna do very heavy on him because he already raises attack on his passive. I think it's like 100 and he goes up to
150.
120 or 150%. That's just attack. That's not defense.
They'd
Like
give him defense. They'd do something like that and probably theoretically give him greatly raising.
they're literally not gonna do much to him, and I feel like he's gonna be another one of those units that's gonna get hit with the ugly stick with the easy A. Sorta almost like AGL, Super Vegito. He's gonna get so little buffs that it's almost gonna be, like, not worth it.
I hope they don't, because he honestly deserves to get a good one. Because that damage he can do is good. Like I said, they're either gonna give him like 180 attack and greatly raising attack and defense, or give him up to 150% attack and defense.
I feel like they're probably gonna give him I know they're gonna give him starter turn defense. They have to. If they don't give him starter turn defense, he's gonna be lackluster in, like, any long event. And not to mention, I wonder if they'll probably keep his super attack chances on his extra attacks probably the same. I think it's like a medium chance.
Yeah.
And then at best, I feel like his 150 that he raises to, they'll probably do 180, maybe 200 if they felt happy or lucky to give it to him.
No, I'm gonna go take this. You've got me thinking here because I'm about to go eat dinner here in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna take this Vegito into an event and see how he does.
I t- I haven't used him in a while. I'm actually leveling. I'm doing. He's one of my. I should probably say what units I'm link leveling at the moment. Tech Vegito Blue, Tech KLR Broly, AGL Kale and Caulifla are currently on the list. They're almost done. They are the one link away. I'm just stuck in that proverbial shell. Um, here's one that someone requested that I actually am interested in doing. The physical Super Saiyan Goku that Kaioken against Pikkon.
Oh, Super Kaioken?
Yeah,
He's.
where he sacrifices his health, like 7% of his health.
I'll give you a quick spoiler. It's not good.
No, I can already tell it's not going to be good, but it's because most of his links are basically key links. I already know that because they built him with Super Saiyan and other World Warriors, and it's like, okay, just give him all of like Kaioken links because every Kaioken Goku has like every tracking speed, prepare for battle, over in a flash. That's literally how they built him.
Yeah. And with that, there's a good little spot to end us. So, Thomas, you want to give any plugs to anything before we say our goodbyes?
No, not at the moment.
Don't you have a TikTok?
Well, yeah, you okay.
Never said the name of the TikTok. They don't
The
know.
the name of the TikTok is the same name as my Discord. XX FatedDreamz.
Okay.
Come by. I do level 10 link videos. I have a couple videos. I did a face reveal. I did a Q&A, but that one didn't get so hot, but maybe I'll do another one sometime down the road. I'll I'll plug this while I got the chance. I know I said this before, but me and my friend are doing a YouTube channel. It's still a work in progress, but once we get it done, I will do some Dokkan stuff over there.
You guys played Master Duel by chance?
No.
Oh, I've been really getting into Master Duel, and I've been wanting more people to play it with.
No, a lot of the stuff that we play is like survival horror games or
What console?
well, both of us PC, but
Oh,
I got Xbox, I got PlayStation, I got any console except for the Switch.
I would be if you want. I'd be down because I've been wanting someone to play through like the forest and stuff like that with.
I beat the forest like 6 times, so you're covered with me.
I love the forest. It's such a good game.
I got it on PS4.
Same. But so that's our show, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed it. Go check him out at FatedDreamz. I'm gonna have it actually also on the title card here saying there. So I just wanted to hear him say it. So make it fair. But go
That's
do that. Fair. Go check out my TikTok. I just do a lot of stupid stuff. I react to food, anime. I talk. It's Dokkan Win podcast. Go check that out. It's Dokkan_Win_podcast. You can go look that up on TikTok, Twitch. I'm gonna start trying to stream again. I don't know if it's gonna work, but oh well. The Instagram is that. Twitter. I really don't use Twitter, but that's okay. I post there periodically. If you're listening to this on Spotify, go check out my YouTube, which is KH Hauser, where I just do a lot of stuff. I'm playing a lot of Master Duel. You can go see me kick everybody's butts because I'm good at the game. But yeah, I don't have any other things to plug. Thomas, you want to say farewell?
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, absolutely. It was a blast.
This is fun. We have to do this again sometime. I actually had a blast for this.
Welcome to Dokkan Win or Who. It's you never know what you're getting into, but by the time you're here, you never want to leave.
Hey, this is fun because I rarely have anyone to talk about anyone to Dokkan because, well, no one plays it anymore but me.
Well, you got yourself a Discord full of people who love to talk about it.
Yes,
All
best
right.
part.
All right, say bye, Thomas.
Yep. Have a great night.
Bye, everybody.